call you. She's got an Android. She just cannot get it to work to do the reading, and she's so upset because she's waited 3 months for this reading.
Oh.
So I said to her, just don't panic. I said, let me see if I can bring everybody forward, even if it's by half an hour, and somehow later I can fit you in, because I've got 5 readings today. So it's
Oh my
already
gosh.
Yeah, well, that's what I do most days. I do get a couple of days off, and so I want to try, because the poor girl's waited so long. So I'm hoping, but thank you for coming on that little bit earlier. It would make,
Absolutely.
a difference for her. Anyway, Nicole, have I read you before?
You have not.
I have to ask that because I forget who I've read.
That's okay. I understand.
And I also say to people, don't say to me in a week's time, oh, Daisy, do you remember you mentioned this? Oh, I've worked it out. And I go, I forget you're reading. The moment I blow that candle out, because I have a candle blowing in your name, and that for me is to let spirit come in, do the messages, but when I blow that out, they take that with them.
Right.
I'm hearing from people, of course, but I just can't remember readings. It's impossible with too many, Anyway, look, you're here now. That's a great thing. Have you ever had a reading with a medium before?
I actually did have one yesterday.
Ooh,
Yeah, it was kind of, I'm sorry?
That's a bit soon. Yes, okay.
It was actually kind of a current life reading.
So not what I do with.
No, it really is not what you do at all.
Oh,
she did connect a little bit with someone, but it wasn't in depth. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's fine.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So the way I work is, first of all, I start off with a blank piece of paper with your name on it, because I doodle and write things down. And in the last 10 minutes of the reading, we're going to go over the reading. You can ask me any questions as well, and we can fill in all the gaps.
Okay.
Because sometimes what happens is I will give you certain things and you can't relate at that moment, and then near the end of the reading, everyone seems to go, oh yeah, now I know what that is. Oh yeah, now I know what that is, and it all makes sense. So I like to tick all the boxes at the end of the reading. When your loved ones first come in, I ask for nothing but love, light, healing and peace for you. That's what my readings are all about. They will give me months and years that normally connect with you in a big way. So I always say to people, look at this box as your children, your siblings, your parents, obviously grandparents if they open up a reading. Normally what they give me in a month either goes with them or goes with a very, very close member of your family.
Okay.
So it's going to be someone's birthday living, or someone's birthday that's passed, or it's going to be a wedding anniversary, which happened yesterday. Very rare, but it does happen. Or that's when someone passed. And if they give me a year, it's normally significant. You'll never forget what happened that year, or there were changes in your life, or you moved from one state to another. You were ill, but you recovered. Do you see what I mean? It's normally big things. So I do like to work with photos only if I get persistent grandparents, which happens often, let me tell you. So I don't want to see any photos yet. Sometimes I do the whole reading and don't need them at all. It really depends on how these cookies that come in, how determined they are to stand their ground and not move out the way for someone else, okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to do what I call my white light breathing. So in a moment, I want you to imagine you're breathing in the most beautiful golden white light in through your nose. You're going to hold it for 5 seconds, which I'll count you down. And when you blow it out through your mouth, imagine it's soot-coloured negative energy, because we want positive in and any negativity blown out, okay? So put your hands on your lap, palms up, and shut your eyes. Let's do it together. It's my way of letting them know that me and you are ready. So in through your nose now, just breathe in the most beautiful golden white light into a full lung. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And blow it out. And again, in through your nose. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And blow it out. And last one, make it a good one, in through your nose. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And blow it out. Lovely. Going to start straight away here. On your side of the family, has Dad passed or his dad?
My dad.
Your dad and his dad?
Actually, I don't know who his father is.
Oh, okay. I want to go as I get it. I get dad's dad. That's how I feel it when as they're coming in. So that either tells me your dad has passed or your grandfather, which belongs right with your son. So I'm going to say it's dad that
Yeah.
wants to open it, but he's also letting you know in whatever way he has met his dad in spirit, even if you never knew him. Okay? There's going to be a combination to whatever, but that's all I can say. Okay? I might find out, but we'll see. Let's just see how it goes, okay? So they're both passed. Now, did your dad not get to be what I call an old man, like in his 80s or 90s? He passed before that? Because he gives me like half an age with him, or not got to retirement age, didn't get to be retired, you know, and enjoy my golden years. That's how he gives it to me as well. Regarding him, was this also a quick passing? So what I say, not long drawn out, but more of a quicker passing? Yeah, that's how he gives it to me as well. How do you connect to the month of August?
That's my birthday, and that's his birthday.
Oh, fantastic. That's just him. Like I said, remember, the month normally goes with the person that comes in. That's how you should connect as well. Okay. Oh, so it's a double whammy. You both share the same month, yeah? Great, there we go. And how do you connect to the month of November, next month?
My son's birthday.
So he's just mentioning a grandson's birthday, that's fine. Again, close to you. Can I ask what date?
November 4th.
I'm the 3rd.
Oh, well, happy early birthday.
Scorpios rule, the rest of you can drool. Okay, right, there we go. So lovely, so here he goes. It's my little granddaughter's birthday on Monday. Mm-hmm. It was my other granddaughter's birthday last Friday.
Oh my goodness.
It was very busy. It was my granddaughter's birthday on Saturday, so there's a lot of Scorpios in our house. But you know what. Right, so that's Lovely's grandson's birthday. That's why he's mentioning that. And how do you connect to the month of June, or the 6th of a month? Let's just question mark that. We'll just question mark it, don't worry. Because I always question mark what you don't get, and I'm going to put number 6, which means it could be the 6th of May, the 6th of whatever, you know, it could be the number rather. It doesn't always have to be the month, but let's just question that at the moment as well. Oh my goodness. Why does your dad call you his number one girl? Are you his only girl, or is oh, you are? Okay. Do you understand that, number one girl? And also, do you carry anything on you in memory of your dad, or is there anything that you have in memory of your dad that you carry? What's this, his hat?
Yeah.
Oh, right, because he's referencing that you have something of his that you carry, so if you've got it in front of you, that is perfect for me. Okay. You know, he gives me that song that Michael Jackson sang called Smile. Do you remember that song? He just gave me that for you, okay? So whatever
I need to listen to that.
Yeah. Have you listened to it, did you say?
No, I need to.
Oh, yeah, because there you go, because he's just given me that song, Smile, for you. And I always say to people, it's not the song, it's the lyrics. That's what's important. It's not the music to it, it's sort of the lyrics, you know? Did you ever feel that your dad's passing was rushed, where you didn't have the chance to say goodbye? Because it feels like, and also, do you feel there were things left unsaid that you would have liked to say to him? Because it feels unsaid stuff. He's like he's giving me, you know, it's like he says, Nikki, don't worry. He said, don't worry, you carry too much on your shoulders, as you wish you'd said this, you wish you'd said that. If only my dad knew this, if only my dad knew that. I know everything, he said. Okay, I know everything. And he also said, you know, take any of those burdens off your shoulders. You don't need to carry that. Okay, it's not important. And he said, I've heard your thoughts. I get your thoughts. And also, did you at all write a message for him and put it in with him, or there's reference to messages done for him?
It wasn't necessarily a message, but he came to me in a dream whenever I was young, and he said that he had the ribbon that I gave him,
Right.
and it was a ribbon that I put in his casket.
Fine. Perfect, because he's referencing he got that, so that would, to me, tell you that he would be using that sort of in spirit. That would be his way of connecting with you. Also, what changed when you were 9 years old?
My mom started getting sick.
Oh, because there's changes he gives me then as well. And also, when you were 12, what changed when you were 12?
My life took a turn for the worse.
Okay, because he's referenced. Now, how old were you when your dad passed?
3.
3. Oh, so you were a little girl. Okay, because he's referencing to let you know that he was with those milestones and helping you through it. Okay, and he said to say to you 21. So something better happened when you were 21.
I think I just transitioned from little girl to an awareness.
Okay, let's just say changes again at 21 and it feels big. Okay. Also, when you were around 17...
Oh my God, I got married when I was 21.
Oh, there we go. So there's the changes. So
yeah.
That's why it changes. Okay. Because it just feels whatever happened there, that's all, the way it goes. Also, did you meet someone at 17 or someone that you were with at 17 that was no good for you?
Yes.
Because again, he's giving me, sorry about all these numbers, but they are very, very significant in your life. That's the only reason he would give me.
That's when he came to me in my dream.
Okay, because he gives me 17 when he wants to almost say to you, Nicole, you need to fuck your ideas up. Okay? Because you are going to go down a path that we don't want you going down. You understand?
That's when he came to me in my dream.
Oh, there we go. So if I say fuck your ideas up, you think you know what he means.
Yeah.
Hey, your mum hasn't passed also, has she? Oh my goodness. Now, I know you're very light-haired, but was your mum brown-haired?
Yeah. She was more brunette.
Yeah, okay, because that's where I go. I've just seen her stepping in as well, here as well. So mum is coming in. She's coming into the opposite side with dad, but that's normally what will happen is because they're two separate spirit families, but they unite behind me as your mum and dad, okay? Now, do you have a brother also?
Not that I'm aware of.
Right, okay, there has to be a reference to a brother. Okay. You don't know if your mum lost a pregnancy, do you?
I don't know.
Oh, that feels like a brother for you in spirit.
There's a lot of things about my mom that, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me.
Even if it was a termination, let me tell you, they grow in spirit. But I really feel that feels like a brother connection to you in spirit. That's why I wanted to know if you had a brother living, because if you didn't, there's definitely a brother-like spirit energy. How did you connect to the month of April? Anything to do with your mum?
I don't know.
Okay, just in case I'll question it again, or the 4th of a month. Oh, actually, that could be your son, is the 4th, isn't it? No, I don't want to repeat that because that's already been said. So let's just question in case the 4th of a month is something else, or April might connect to why she's giving me that regarding the brother in spirit.
Okay.
So which, in a way, is not very good information for me, because if you don't know about it, it's a really difficult one.
Right.
As well. Also, on your mum's side, has her mum passed?
Yes.
There's big referencing she has grandma with her.
Yes.
Okay. On her side. And is your mum one of 3 children? Do you know?
Yes.
Or is it your dad? Oh, so she's one of 3 kids. Okay. Was your mum only in her 30s when she passed or something?
She got very, very sick, or in her 30s.
Can I give you the age 37? That's what I've got to say.
That's how old I am.
Oh my goodness, so you're 37. You were born in 1980?
81.
Oh, you were 80. Oh, so you were 37 this year.
Yeah.
Oh, so no, my son that passed was born in 1980, so he'd be 38 in December. So I thought, oh, maybe you were born the same year as when I had my son. Okay, so 37 is your age. I'm going to take that, okay? You don't know if your mum messed with drugs and stuff, do you? Because she feels like an addict in a way, or she was addicted to stuff.
Yes.
Or she tried stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you're not comfortable with things I'm sharing, please
No,
say.
that's okay. That's okay.
I never want to upset people.
No, that's okay.
It's why I'm called an evidential medium, as you can tell. So that's where I want to go with this ad. Look, your dad just said that your mum was her own worst enemy.
Yes.
Did you ever feel sometimes with your mum that you didn't believe half the stuff that came out of her mouth?
100%.
Because sorry to say it, but she lied. She's a liar.
She did lie. She did.
Okay. Because if he just said she was a manipulator.
Yes.
She manipulated people.
Yes, she did.
You know why? This is why I feel she came in the opposite side to him. Although they've come in together, stood together, it's just the way they came in. So I don't know if something was going on before if they were separated, or something was going on before.
Yes.
Okay. You also don't know if on your dad's side of the family, I mean, you might not know this, if there was any form of abuse or anything on that side of the family.
Not that I'm aware of, but it wouldn't surprise me with my grandfather that we thought was his dad.
Right.
Will it bother you if I smoke a cigarette while I do this?
No, don't. I'll tell you why. Don't smoke. I'll tell you why, because you can change the atmosphere.
Okay.
You don't realise it. I had a lady yesterday. I had to say to her, oh, please don't smoke. Only because, remember, at the moment there's no smells other than my candle burning, and we all work as a team. But I don't want that smoke suddenly to change your atmosphere and stop anything coming in.
I'm glad I asked.
There's some sort of abuse in some way to do with not your dad, but maybe what happened in his life. And I feel there were changes for him when he was around 12 as well. I don't know if his mother remarried, or there was some other relationship, or something changed for him also around the same time for you as well when you were around 12. But let's just say that's it. That's all I'm going to say on that. Your dad just said, Daisy, how our daughter is as normal as what she is, considering with the father and the mother, yes, and what happened with them, he said, don't ask me. He's gone like that. He said, she's gone through it. And can I ask you, are you now separated from your husband?
Yes.
The one that you married? Yes. Okay. Did you then marry someone else or stay and go into another relationship?
I divorced my ex-husband, and I'm now separated from my current husband.
Right, okay. Did anything, again, your first husband, was that quite a short marriage? It wasn't a long marriage?
Yes, very short.
By the time you were 26, was it all over?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. Because your dad said 26 years, and it feels like, again, okay. Much they know. People say to me, do my parents ever watch over you? And I say, wait till you have a reading and wait till when they bring up events in your lifetime, How do you connect with the month of May?
Month of May.
Right, so we're going to say May or the 5th of the month, but again, this is Dad mentioning this.
Okay.
Did your dad have a brother also?
Yes.
Is he still living?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, because I wonder if he's the May connection, because he just suddenly changed.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. It's possible.
Right, yeah. Let's just say, because he just said May, and then he followed it with his brother. So it could be May or the 5th of the month his brother belongs to as well. Have you distanced yourself from that family?
Yes. It's always been a distance.
Oh, right, okay, because it just feels... Look, your dad just said, let sleeping dogs lie. So when people give me that feeling, that tells me you're best out of it.
Okay. Yeah. I actually only connect with one brother, and that may be the one that he's talking about.
Right. Oh, you'll get back to me, don't worry. People always get back to me when they work out certain things, which is nice. You don't have a little boy, do you? Is he brown haired? Okay. And you haven't lost a pregnancy, have you, yourself?
No, but I did lose an infant.
Right, okay, so you've lost a child.
2 children.
You've lost, right, okay, look, this little boy that's coming, you lost a little boy? Oh, because I'm getting a loss of a child with him, and I just said to Spirit, don't mess me up with the one that you were just showing me, which was like a brother, because that would just confuse me. But he wasn't grown. He was a young. This is a baby, or this is a toddler or something.
He was 6 weeks old.
Okay, because I just don't see anyone walking here. I want to hold this baby as well. Now, was he still in hospital when he passed, or he'd been in hospital?
No, he was born 6 weeks early.
Oh, because I see him being more... Did he at one stage have like a nasal tube or something to help him feed?
Mm-mm.
And no difficulty feeding him. Why am I getting tube with him?
He stopped breathing.
Oh. Well, did they put tube on him, or was there anything trying to get him to breathe again?
They did CPR, but it was already too late.
Oh, okay, because I feel that's where I'm getting this tube feeling, or something to do with him as well. And you found him like that?
Yes.
So did they class this as cot death?
They said it was either SIDS, or if he would have been in bed by himself, it would have been SIDS. But because he was in bed with us, they ruled it accidental rollover.
Oh. So would he be around 6 or 7 now?
Actually, he would be 17 November 4th.
Oh, he's the one that's on November the 4th.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, I still want to go 6 or 7. You haven't got any other children around that age, have you? That connects. Why am I getting 6 to 7? 6 to 7 I'm giving. And you didn't find him 6 or 7 p.m. or 6 or 7 a.m.?
I found him at about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
I think that's what he's trying to tell me. Is that time of the morning? Is the timing here? Hang on, I've just got to turn my little heater off here. The joys of getting older and these bloody hot flashes, I tell you. 1 minute I'm cold, this minute I'm cold. Okay. Oh, bless his heart. Okay, there's. Oh. Now, is this the one that was from your first relationship or your second relationship?
Second marriage. Or
second
relationship, but first marriage.
Oh, okay.
Yes. This
strain on your relationship also.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because I know, it's funny, isn't it, how things happen, but when my son died as a baby, our marriage didn't last either.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I found out much later on that 90%, that's high, of couples that lose a child, the divorce rate is the highest.
Yeah.
You know. How do you connect to the name Matthew?
I have a cousin named Matthew.
Okay, how old is he? He's not around your son's age, would he be? Or older?
He has a son that's probably about 6 or 7.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. So that could be another connection there to the 6 or 7, but I thought that was more time. So that's just a name. They often just give me names of family names. And who's Michael?
Michael.
So Michael or Mike? Right.
My husband's brother's name's Mike.
All right. Okay. So again, it's, you know what? Your son is just going to give me names that should connect with you. Boom, boom, boom.
Right.
Just because I like them to give. I never like it when they go, you know, they give me an A name, and I think, don't give me that. There's too many people, too many names that could begin with that initial. If you're going to give me a name, I say, give me it wham. You know, give it to me as well. You carry something of your son. Do you carry his name on you or something?
I have a tattoo of my oldest son.
Right.
Yeah.
Who's living?
No.
Right, okay, I'm getting confused now. So the son here that's with me is not your eldest, he's your
youngest.
Okay, all right, okay. So I see, I've got another son coming in. That's the only reason why I would get, you carry my name on you.
Yeah.
Okay. I know sometimes it can be a necklace or it can be a tattoo, but there we go. So your other son. Do you connect to a name like Adam or that sounding name?
Amber.
Oh, who's that?
She is their godmother. We shared custody of them.
Right, okay. So it could exactly why I'm getting that A sounding. Just what I said to him, don't give me an A sounding name. What did they give me?
Yeah, that's
an
Amber.
Yeah. There we go. But again, I wouldn't have got that as a lady's name, but that's probably why they gave me Adam, and then you said Amber, and that's
Amber.
Me. Just, yeah, so that's their godmother. Okay. Now, your eldest son, was he older than your younger one?
Yes.
When he passed?
Yes.
So would he be in his 20s now?
He would be almost 20 in March.
Okay, because I just feel I want to see a much old, you know, I feel older, you know, no longer a teenager, soon to be no longer a teenager. Okay. What is it with his passing where, were you questioned over this? What feels like, were you treated wrongly over this, or what happened?
Yes.
It just feels almost like someone's pointing the finger at you.
Yeah.
That's how it feels.
Yeah.
Did someone try to say this was neglect?
Yes, they did, to her.
Right. Because it feels like you had a little bit of a fight on your hands here.
Yeah.
To almost clear your name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did. She did. She had to clear her name.
Right.
But it was a fight for me because I was being blamed also by her.
Right, okay. So, this is your dad talking and showing me everything. So, but you should, you understand why he's saying all this. Again, everything that he could see from beyond, if you know what I mean, watching and doing this. Now, do you not see her anymore?
Very rarely.
Yeah, because it feels strained.
It is very strained. It's always been very strained.
Okay. And yet, why does she feel like a sister to you? Was she like a sister to you at one stage?
No. She's almost kind of motherly to me, but it is probably more of like a sibling relationship.
Yeah, that's how I felt about it.
Yeah.
I don't feel like mum here.
Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely see where it would be more sisterly.
Yeah, sisterly feel. Yeah, that's it. What's with the number 9 with your eldest son? How does that connect with him? Does September connect, or
yes.
number 9? Or?
The number 9 is my only living son's birthday, and they were very, very close.
Right, so number 9 is what, the month is September, the 9th of the month?
Yeah, the month of September.
Right, so September, because so you've got 3 boys, 2 in spirit, 1 living.
Yes.
Okay, so that's why the elder son in spirit, you're going to have to give me his name now so I can put them all in place. Sorry?
Gavin.
Gavin, okay.
Is the oldest.
Gavin's the oldest. Let me write down, the youngest is?
William,
okay. So so I know who we're talking about here. So Gavin is the one talking about his brother that was born after him?
Yes.
And his name is?
Robbie,
okay. Let me just write those in so I know. Okay. So you had your children very close together then?
Yes.
Is Robbie only about 18?
Yeah, he just turned 18.
Oh, because he's showing me the number 18. In other words, yes, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, he's finally got to that age. Okay.
He actually is older than Gavin would be here. I mean, since Gavin passed.
Yeah, what you mean. Yep. Gavin said, no, I'm the eldest. Okay.
That sounds like Gavin.
Oh. Was Gavin also found in some way to do with his passing?
Yeah.
Now, was he found laying down?
I don't know the details, but I would assume that he was laying down.
I tell you what I'm seeing, because I do remote viewing. I see a lounge area. I don't know if he's just shown me the lounge where you lived at that time. This lounge doesn't feel overlight to me. So like some lounges, they're white walls, they're very light when you go in, and you don't need to put lights on until maybe when it's quite late into the evening. Whereas this one, it feels darker than that. So were you in a place where that it wasn't the best lighting for that particular lounge?
It was actually a basement.
That's perfect. Why I'm getting that sort of darker feel to it is. Yeah. Now, was he found there?
Yes.
Right, that's why he's showing me the basement and that darker colour. I think he was either on the floor or on the ground here. And at the time, did you have darker coloured furniture, or you had a darker coloured sofa?
They have dark furniture in there. Yes.
Yeah, that's like a couch, and it just feels darker.
Yeah, it's very dark.
There must have also been reference to a television in that room, because I feel it's like where people can gather.
And that's exactly what it was. It was their recreation room. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
And there's also, there must have been like a unit in there of some sort, like, I don't know, a sideboard or some sort of unit that's got drawers and cupboards as well, as it shows me that. And that feels a lighter wood. It doesn't feel so dark. I want to show you this. It feels like this colour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And he shows me this room. Now, there must have been a window in there go there?
Not that I'm aware of.
Right, okay. Then I've got to go with something. Why am I looking at something on the wall? What is he trying to show me? Do you remember the couch having a wall behind it?
She rearranged it often. It's possible.
Right. And somehow there's got to be stairs connected.
Yes.
I don't know. I want to go through a room, but I want to go up.
Yeah.
Not down.
Right.
Because it goes up, and there's a door at the top as well. So as you go through what he wants to show me, going up to the top, could you go left or right? It wasn't just a wall or one side. You could go either way once you went to the top of them stairs.
Yes, you could go left or right.
That's it. Okay, then I want to be going through a door which is a darker colour, not white.
Right.
You know, like the doors were of wooden colour. But again, he's just showing me reference to this house. Was his death classed as suspicious to begin with?
He died by suicide.
Right. When he was found, I know he's showing me, but when they initially found, was he shot?
Yes.
Right. Initially, do you know if they interviewed people or they weren't sure here?
I wasn't.
Because I have to always go with what they show. I trust in spirit completely, Nicole. And there's something about this feeling suspicious, or that's all I'm saying. So where this happened, look, is this only within the last 2 years?
Yeah.
What feels not right? Did you feel that things just didn't feel right?
Yes, it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. Yeah. No, it didn't.
Because did you look, how can I say this? Look, my nephew passed to suicide. He was 11. He hung himself, okay? There was no signs that Darren ever was going to do this. There was nothing to show that he would. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
This came like an utter bolt out of the blue for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm of all people, I would have never expected it from Gavin.
Yeah. That's what it feels like as well.
Yeah.
Now, do you know if someone was upstairs when this happened, or there was? This is where was that the other female that was upstairs?
Yes, a grandmother. From the story that I was told, she came in right before he did to the house and called his name.
Right, because someone's upstairs walking about, because it's like he knows they're up there as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, do you know if he also messed a little bit with drugs?
Not that I'm aware of, but it's possible.
You know, I don't want to go into anything heavy. I don't want to say heroin or anything like that. But I don't know, even if he smoked it, he smoked a bit of pot or whatever, but it just feels like he had friends that messed with that sort of stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
He's not, how can I say, he's not naive.
Right.
He knows what his friends are doing and stuff, and that he's been maybe given something to smoke or, try this. But I really don't want to go into the heavy stuff, whereas, like the coroner might say, oh, well, he was on drugs, because he showed me it was not like that.
No, it wasn't for Gavin.
No.
No.
Now, do you have a photograph of him there? Has he got short, dark hair?
You want to see it?
Yeah, has he got short, dark hair in the photo? That's him. That's just how... Oh, look. My gosh. What a sweet kid.
Yeah.
Go on, you're alike, you and him. I just think how much you're alike.
Yeah, him and I, yeah, definitely.
What's with this month, October?
I went to my son's football game, and I'm going to his football game again.
Excuse me. Something about this month, that something's going on.
Yes.
I know there's not much of October left, but I'm just going to go because he's saying, tell my mum he knows about right now. So okay. I'm going to go whatever he's talking.
That makes sense, actually.
Right. Also, your son's cremated?
No.
Right. Okay. Then why would he show me two funerals? Did you have two things for him, or did you have his funeral over 2 days?
My mom died 3 months before him. Maybe that's the reference to 2 funerals.
Okay. Yeah. There's the 2 funerals. Okay. When your son is buried, is he buried with family, or he's in a plot, or there's family at that particular place?
I think it may be her family cemetery, but he's buried by himself.
Right.
My mom is buried by my dad, and I wanted him to be buried with my mom, but she took control and buried him 3 hours away from me.
I think that's where the family... So she's buried... Your mum's buried next to your dad.
Yeah, she's same cemetery. Yeah.
So that's where the family plot for me comes into it as well. How could she do that to you and take over like that?
It was awful. It was absolutely awful.
I hate to say this, but that feels vindictive to me.
It was very vindictive. The entire funeral was... It was very difficult for me to be at my son's funeral already. And if it wasn't for my love for him, I would have walked out.
She didn't say anything to you like that you brought this on or anything, did she?
Yeah, she tried to.
It feels like she wants to actually not say to you that you're to blame for this, but to almost, and it's like your dad has just stepped in, as if to say, kettle calling the pot black.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Sort of here.
Yeah.
That's when your dad steps to. Isn't it funny the way your dad steps to one side away from her? There has to be a reason for that as well. There's something must have gone on with them as well in life.
Yes.
You and your son, okay, your eldest son here, that, Gavin, he just said to say to you, Mum, take anything like that off your shoulders as well, okay? Just like your dad said, there's nothing for you to carry, okay? Don't take any blame here, okay? Don't let other people's negativity spoil our memories. That's what he's saying. The memories that me and you have, okay? Take it away. He also says he came to you in a dream, or he woke you up from your dream.
He did, but I can't remember the dream. I remember him being in the dream, but for some reason I can't remember.
Do you know, the main thing is that you remember that he came in your dream.
Right.
Also, you felt his energy, because he references that you felt his energy around you since he passed.
Yes.
And at his time of passing, was he not living with you?
No, he was not.
Right. Did you have to ask for certain items of his?
Yes. And I still haven't got them.
But do you have some of his clothing, like these shirts or t-shirts?
No, but I asked for some shirts.
Okay, so it's you that asked for it, and you still are waiting?
Yes.
You know, your son's showing me, it's almost like this. The only way I can show you this, it's like he's giving me little bits, and I feel like I have to just gather what memories I do have of my son, and these are mine.
Yeah.
And no one's taken away. And he's showing me that that's all you have is little bits. You don't have what you rightly belong. It's almost like, it's almost like you are made to feel that you're the outsider, and yet you're his mother.
Yes.
He just said, you are not worthless. Whoever has put that in your head to make you feel worthless, he said, tell my mum, Daisy, she is not worthless. And she's a strong lady. She's a strong lady. And she's loved and cared for. And from us in spirit, we all support you, he's saying, okay? Also, has there been a situation where you you've stepped back from certain people in your life now?
Yes.
And this is not just family. This is not just family. This could be friends as well.
Yeah.
It feels like that's the best thing you can do for your own peace of mind. Be careful of a woman or someone that you knew that's got dark hair. I don't know who she is, but either she pretends to be your friend, and she backstabs, or she talks about you behind your back.
Okay.
Do you understand this, female?
I have an idea.
She's around your age. This is not an older woman, okay? But there is someone that, just be careful of the circle, okay? But your son that's living, does he not live at home with you either?
No.
But you see him?
Yes.
Oh, good. I don't suppose there's any way that he could get some of his brother's shirts, do you know?
I'm sure that he could. I'm just afraid to ask him because I don't want to upset him.
Because it's almost like he wouldn't mind having some of his brother's bits to wear, you know?
Yeah.
So your boy that's living, his father's mother alive still, the grandmother on his side?
Yes.
Do you know her?
No, not really. Their father was never involved in their life.
Right, okay, because it just feels again that you've got no support there. You've got no support from that side of the family either.
Yeah, their father was never involved.
I've got to be honest, there's something about your mum's energy I don't like. I don't I've just said to take her energy away. Really, I know I haven't got her full energy here, and I don't want it.
Yeah.
I just feel I just don't like her energy in some way. Yeah.
I understand that.
Go away. Yes. No, I'm not. Your dad's energy very different.
Yeah.
Your dad's energy very different, but not your mum's. I feel that you wouldn't. I feel a lot of your problems stem from her.
Yes. Yes.
Did you ever feel you could never do right for doing wrong with her? You know what I mean by that? Doesn't matter how much you try, I can't do right for doing wrong. It's like, it's that saying of...
Yeah, it didn't matter. Yeah, it didn't matter what I did.
No, it feels no matter what you did right, it was in her eyes, it would be always wrong, or she'd be picking fault with it. There'd be always something to pick fault with. And it's like you want to say, Mum, I can't do any right in your eyes, can I? Can't do anything good in your eyes, you know? I just feel that your mum was a bit bitter.
Very.
Yeah.
Very bitter and very, very sick.
Do you ever feel that your mum was like bipolar or something going on there with her?
She was actually diagnosed schizoaffective, which is schizophrenic and bipolar.
There you go. I pick up mental illness in a big way with her. And did you ever feel like you had to fend for yourself a lot when you were growing up?
100%.
Yeah. There's one true thing that's said here, which is what your dad said. It's the only person that you could trust really was yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
I still feel that way.
Yeah. Do you ever feel like just moving away, like getting away from it?
Yeah.
Because it's almost like you want to, your dad's showing me like getting a simple thing. I know you can't do it like a rucksack, but it feels like he's showing me packing a rucksack, putting it on your back and thinking, you know what, F you. You know what I mean? That's what it feels. That's what your dad's just said.
Yeah.
And so,
yeah.
Okay, I'll create another life here.
Yeah.
I just want to get away from this.
Yeah.
I always say to people that the opportunity for us to change at any time is there, but we have to make that move, yeah? And with that brings new opportunities and new people in your life as well. And you're only, for you, your clock hasn't even started ticking yet in your life. You're so young, but there's so much great opportunities. And I just feel sometimes you've got to take the ball by the horns and say, I'm moving on.
Yeah. And yeah.
I'm moving on. What is there for me here? And then you weigh everything up. Yeah. And sometimes when we make that opportunity, I've got to tell you, we moved where we are now in 2017. We moved to this house and to this small village, and we took the plunge after living in our last house for 30 years.
Wow.
Where our kids grew up and that. But we had been saying for so long, we really wanted to move. We just had enough, and arguing neighbours around, and everything was everything was pointing to pushing us, to move on. But we kept putting it off, and then eventually something happened. We said, I said to my husband, the house is going up for sale. I've had enough, and just at the right time. And it's like we were just about to go on holiday. Funny enough, to Florida, to Kissimmee, and I said it'd be nice if the house sells before we go, so we could, start looking at properties. And lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. And by March the following year, we moved here.
Yeah.
And the best thing we ever did. And we're only like 40 minutes from our old house, but in a completely different area, up the freeway and everywhere we have to go. What I say to you, I think, and I always say also, also, you're young. You can always get a different job. Everyone, I always say, if you're in a job, it's easier to get to another job. Because it's something to be employed if you're in a job, isn't it?
Right.
But have you ever tried thinking about doing that?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I think about it all the time, actually.
So I'm wondering if that's why your dad is saying about the rucksack and it's time to move on and get yourself a new life.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's a lot of changes going on in my life right now. I'm getting ready to move into our rent house, and there's a lot of positive changes that are going on for my children and I right now.
Good, yeah. And also, sorry, whereabouts is it you live? What state?
Texas.
Oh, you're in Texas. Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't know why. Where's Atlanta? Why did someone just put Atlanta in my head? What is that? Is that a long way from you, Atlanta?
Yes, Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah.
Is it a nice place or?
I've only been to Georgia once. I think I drove through Atlanta, possibly, but.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right, look, as we, the last few minutes of the reading, I'd just like to go over it and then you can ask me any questions. But wow, what readings. You see how fast an hour goes? I say to people, when they say to me, oh, can I have a 15-minute or a half an hour reading? I say, no, I can't. A reading in 15 minutes.
Right.
Because that to me is not a reading, nor is half an hour. So look, I hope you're happy with this reading, but I feel it's been a really good reading myself.
I do too.
Amount of energies that have come in here. Your dad was so in here straight away. Okay, he does have a father figure, but he doesn't feel like a stepfather. This feels like his real dad is in spirit.
Yeah, and it's interesting that you say that because I did the ancestry DNA.
Oh yes.
And my dad's maiden name, or my dad's name and my maiden name actually does not show up.
Right.
All of my grandmother shows up, my mom's side of the family shows up, everything. And so the brother of his that I talked to, which I'm pretty sure his birthday's in May.
Right.
He has a different father than the rest of the siblings. And we've all pretty much kind of established that my dad's father was not who my grandfather is.
But without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but have you got your dad's birth certificate?
I have his death certificate.
But do you have his birth? Have you managed to get his birth certificate? Because it should have his dad's name on there.
Oh no, I haven't.
Yeah, always. You want to get it, because I've done my ancestry. I've gone back 1,100 years with mine.
Wow.
And I did the DNA thing like you did, and I came back 98% British and 2% Scandinavian.
Oh wow, I'm 51% England, Wales, British Isles, and then 46% Scottish and Ireland, and then Norway and Scandinavia.
So you're not really American, really. I know you are by birth, but
right.
You're European.
Yeah.
It's funny because when I look at your face, to me, you've got the colouring of English.
Yeah.
You've got the rosy, the cheeks, and you've got that very much European look about you, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah, and I've had people tell me that you just kind of exotic for America.
Yeah, that's
what
right.
They've said. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh yes, we're exotic, all right, as British, yeah. So but isn't it interesting doing it? I tell you, it's so interesting.
Yes, it was very insightful. It was really neat. I like being able to see how our ancestors have came.
So what's your dad's surname?
Miracle.
Sorry?
Miracle.
Miracle.
Mericle.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so that's how you trace that name back.
Yes, but now that the things have changed, I've got to figure out what his last name is.
Yes. All I can say to you need to get his birth certificate. That should be easy enough to do.
Well,
if you've got...
And I wonder, because my grandfather and my grandmother were married, So I'm wondering if he's on the birth certificate and he doesn't know that my dad was not his.
Right. Hmm. That's right, you disappeared there for a moment.
Yeah, I was going to say it froze for a second.
Oh, that'd be interesting to see.
Yeah.
I would at least get his birth certificate and see what's on there. Yeah, see what it says as well. Anyway, very quickly. So anyway, your dad, fantastic. All the stuff he shared. The November birthday, you said we don't know what June is or the 6th of a month, but again, that might work out when you get more information. You go on your family tree as well. Obviously, you was his number one girl as well. And then he brought in, oh God, he shared so many messages there of all different times, when you were 9, when you were 12, when you were 17 and 21, and then of course 26. Again, all these milestones, which were perfect as well. Obviously, he shared about your mum, not a very nice person, I'm afraid to say, but she wasn't. And I don't mince my words. When I tell you I don't like an energy, I don't like an energy, you know. And obviously that you're 37 now.
Yes.
The addiction to your mum, I don't know what she did or whatever she was going in, but she, you know, a manipulator. I mean, things that he called her, but which I feel was all true as well. And then obviously just loads of things that you hopefully will remember, and hope you've enjoyed this reading. That's the main thing.
Yes, it's been an incredible experience that I think I'm going to have to process.
Yeah. How did you find me?
Through Melanie Gore, through Helping Parents Heal. Yeah.
She sent me so many pictures. I've done so many readings for people because of her. And she always says to me, she says, Daisy, I don't care what anyone says, you're going to be the one that I say to people, you've got to have a reading with Daisy.
Yeah.
And I love it. I've got certain people like that, quite a few actually, but you know, that will say that to me. So it's really nice. I don't know, are we friends on Facebook? I don't know.
We are friends on Facebook now.
Because I don't check any of that out. All I know is that as soon as people contact me, we go straight to Messenger.
Right.
And that's we talk. But I mean, if you wouldn't mind, if you're open to it, doing a little review on my page, that would be great.
100%. And I will absolutely be sharing with anybody that I know to reach out to you. It was kind of divine intervention for Melanie and I to come into contact with each other, and I'm really, really grateful. I'm really grateful. So
I'm so sorry about your son as well, and you know, he did show me, you know, where it happened and everything, but it's so hard. You do know, I don't know again if you've seen, I've got now a group which is just for those that have lost loved ones to suicide. I've got a group for those that have lost ones to addiction as well. I need to do a couple of people have said to me, can we have a group just for us? You know what I found is I never used to like doing groups before, because I always thought we're all united in our grief. You know, me, I'm losing there, you understand a baby loss yourself. But what happened was I started reading a lot of people that have loved ones that passed to suicide, and they were saying to me that, you know, Daisy, when we go into the groups, it's almost like we feel people don't understand our journey, because some have said, well, my son was in a car accident and he didn't plan on dying, as if because my son
died by suicide, right?
I kept saying, this is terrible.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Yeah.
And she said, oh, you know, this is a few that have said this to me. They've said, oh, we've had to come out of groups, not on my page, but other pages, where we feel we have nothing in common when people are talking about their accidents, this baby died to this, or this person died to, you know, and when we talk about our suicide lost for our children, it's almost like we're not important, she said. I thought, I'm not having any of that. I thought to myself, because, you know, I've got a nephew that passed that way. So that's why I did the page, because I feel, no, you know, I'm not having it. We're all, you from my son dying to a baby to someone losing their son when they're 60, to me, that's it. Your child, doesn't matter what age. What we're really united in should be in our grief. Not someone's grief is worse or someone's is better.
Absolutely, 100%. We're all grieving. Absolutely. Yeah. Suicide is a grief unlike any other, because you just want answers, you want closure. There's no reason. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. My sister's had to live with that since 1988. When Darren did what he did, and you have to, in the end, you have to get a stage where you know that you have to say to yourself, I don't know the answers, and I don't know why. But if you want to connect, I say to people, you want to connect with your loved ones in spirit, you have to certain amount put things to one side, literally box it up here, and say, I don't know the answers, I never will know the answers, but what I want to do is connect with my child.
Right.
And what you do.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's interesting because my father supposedly died by suicide. There was something fishy with that, and I kind of wonder if maybe that's what you were getting at with the something fishy. Did something happen? Did it not make sense? Because I don't know if he was murdered or if he did die by suicide.
Right. Is that what's written on his death certificate?
Suicide, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that gunshot as well?
Yes.
Yeah. Who knows? What, that's a long time ago, so long ago. Was 30 years ago or something?
Yeah, it was 34 years ago, so.
It's so long ago, isn't it?
Oh, month of October. He died October 3rd.
There you go. There's the October connection, which your son gave. Because I said she's going on this month. I do say to everybody, but look, I've ticked nearly everything that I've put on here.
Oh my
so that's
gosh.
what I like. Everything to be ticked, That's why I say to people, I always show people I have an empty. I always go, look, it's empty, because I hate to think. One woman said, oh, what are you doing there? And I said, I'm just writing. And she said, oh, are you keeping notes? I said, look, I've got a shredder right on the side of me.
Right.
This is what I do at the end, okay? I put it in. And I shred all my notes. And then I'm going to do this. And then I get my lovely channel in your name. And I'm going to send your lovely dad and your children back home to spirit. God bless them and thank them for images, or thoughts, or visions as they go back home. I'm going to wish you, darling, a beautiful weekend.
You too.
And as far as I'm concerned, you're British, you're not American. Get the flag out,
Yes.
Learn to tweet, when you have a cup of tea, the finger goes up.
That's funny. I just told my daughter that.
Anyway, look, it's been lovely meeting you. No doubt I'll see you in the future.
Yes, and absolutely.
Wishing you all the very best in whatever you do as well. God bless you.
You too. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right.
Thanks. Bye.